Hey guys, Alex from Moonlight Tarot is here with a new pick a card. Today we're doing what is your current lesson in life, checking your karmic lesson, spiritual lesson, what you're going through right now. So this information may help you go through this lesson. Recently, one of you suggested a theme for reading, a topic for reading, how to clear yourself from negative energy or negative karma. I want to say a couple of words on that. This is not the universal truth. This is how I see it. I don't believe that it's possible to clear oneself from negative energy. It's like the same as saying clear yourself from negative experience or negative emotions. It's not a way to go. It's like you cannot choose between your right arm and your left arm, between eating and pooping. You eat, you poop, you have positive emotions, you have negative emotions. And saying that this shouldn't be a part of your life is like saying that you shouldn't poop, seriously. And you need to find balance. Life is about balance. It's about learning to accept the positive in you and the negative in you, your persona and your shadow side. You cannot rid yourself from shadow. You need to become authentic. You need to go into it. You need to learn it. You need to accept yourself, and you need to become whole, actually. And clearing yourself from negative karma, I don't think it's possible either, because karma is experience. It's just the universal law of actions and consequences, and you are experiencing certain things, certain lessons. You're going through them, and the only way out is through. I don't know another way. So what you can do is learn your lessons for them not to be repeated, and heal yourself. And healing actually is not from karma, but healing psychologically, emotionally, energetically from the trauma you have been through. Healing means becoming authentic, becoming whole, accepting your other parts, the shadow parts and other that you have pushed away and you don't want to see in yourself. Learning to be you and learning to enjoy life no matter what. This is the healing process. It's not to handle more trauma. It's to actually bring joy into your life through any lessons. And lessons, they kind of never stop. Healing never stops. This is how life goes here in this universe. So it's just my thoughts for those who are interested. And now we're going to our options. We have 3 options, 3 different stones, crystals. Here, this is the calcite crystal for pile number 1. This is the aura quartz for pile number 2. And this is the chloride quartz for pile number 3. Choose your pile. Let's go. So we're going to start with identifying for whom a pile is. So if the beginning of the pile doesn't make sense to you, it's simply not your message. Please choose another pile or another reading. So pile number 1, what's happening? Your current state is being a bit stuck, and you're not used to being stuck in life, because you are the winners. You are strong, capable, talented people who are fighting for what's important in their life, and who are used to win no matter how difficult it gets. Some people do look at you and they think, they have life easy, that something is working out for them easier than for the rest, but they don't see the struggles and the battles you have been going through in order to succeed in life. So you are those who are used to overcoming the obstacles and succeeding in life, but currently you feel like no matter what you're doing, it's not working, or that you don't know what to do, actually, that your actions are bound to failure for one or the other reason. Or maybe you just feel like you're tired of fighting, and you're tired of conquering, and you're tired of overcoming yourself all the time. And you cannot make the kind of the final decision where you're going from here, what your next chapter is going to be about. So you're like kind of a bit hanging in the air for a while before moving forward. You're gonna move forward because, yeah, so don't worry about your current state of being. Give yourself some time. It's not about resting, it's about digesting and re-evaluating your past before moving on towards your future. So in order to move on now, you need to let go of something that is still holding on to you, your past. But the moment will come soon. You will be moving forward again, so don't worry about that too much. Just give yourself time to digest whatever is going on in your life. So what is your current lesson? If you have recognized your situation, keep on listening. If you haven't, please choose another pile or another reading. What is your current lesson in life? Your current lesson is actually not to fight life, but to enjoy it, to learn to enjoy it. Not to see the world as an enemy, but as a friend. It's like your life has been leading you towards this lesson for a really long time, and it's a big one for you because you're a fighter. It's difficult for you to get into this new state of being, new state of living, new state of thinking. But your current lesson is to find joy in life and find inner peace. There are going to be still a lot of things to conquer, a lot of things to achieve, but fighting the universe is not the thing for any human being, basically. And this may be one of the things that you are digesting right now. So am I ready for a new kind of a relationship with the world, with the higher powers, with spirit? Am I ready to trust? But in your current state, things are uncertain and unclear a little bit, and you're still expecting the world to throw things at you or throw you in a storm or something like this. There is the lack of trust towards the universe. But trusting the universe doesn't mean that nothing difficult or painful is ever going to happen to you. But it's trusting that you and the world will figure it out together. It's trusting that you will find a way through this experience, because life is not just about joy and happiness. Life is about finding joy and happiness in any situation, no matter what, basically. Because we suffer too much because we believe it's unfair what we're going through, but actually it's a normal process of life. So many things are going to change if you're going to change the story that you are telling yourself. So your current lesson is to get yourself ready for a more playful experience, because it seems like you may be going from one part of your life to the next one, like the one half of your life to the next one. You may be around 30, around 40, around 50, but the next phase of your life, it's not just a chapter, it's the next book of your life. You are in between right now, but get yourself ready to step into a different relationship with the universe, more playful, more cooperative, more working together and receiving the fruits of your labors, because you have been working on yourself hard and you have been healing and you have been through a lot. And you have built yourself up by overcoming the obstacles. And now you will be receiving the rewards of the work you've been through, basically. But you need to let go of something for that. Maybe of your mindset, maybe of something else. It's still a general reading. So let go and let God, and ready to get yourself ready to receive things. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of rewards are coming your way, pile number one, if you're ready to receive them. So this is what I have for you today. Please let me know what you think about this reading and this message, and I hope to talk to you soon. And we are moving to pile number 2. Those who chose the oracle words, let's see your energy first. So today pile number 2 is going to be triggering. Well, it feels like you have triggered yourself already, and you have called yourself out already. So pile number 2 is for those who are brave, strong-minded, and you have either have always been this way, or you have and maybe you have went deeper this time with yourself, or you have recently called yourself out and it was rather harsh, but you have told yourself, like, you know what, in this area, or maybe in this question in your life, you're being coward. So this is something like either you are lying to yourself, or maybe you are self-sabotaging in this area, or you are being coward this way. So, and we have to stop it. It's like it was a very harsh conversation with self, and you were like, you know what, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore, or I don't want to behave this way anymore. So like we have to cut it out. You've called yourself out. For many of you, it is, for most of you, it is about work, because there is something that you have been avoiding doing. But actually, this work is where your success lies, and you gotta stop it. You gotta stop of being afraid to fail. Maybe whatever your fear was, it was causing the self-sabotage actions, and you're like, you have to cut it out because we have to win this time. So it's like basically a hype-up conversation or self-support conversation, kind of, we're gonna win this time, we're gonna win big, we're gonna do this. You have to sit down and work because we can succeed. And whatever you're doing, you do believe that people are going to need your product, whatever it is, your services or your product, but at the same time you're terrified that you're gonna be rejected by people. But you're working through this because it has been limiting you. Okay, this is for those who are already working on this, or at least have this conversation with yourself. So what is your current lesson in life? What do you need to know? Your current lesson, I don't know, listen to Mel Robbins. She has a wonderful podcast, and she has a lot of meaningful messages, and it seems like she came to my mind right away when I saw this, when I tapped into an energy, because you need to build yourself up no matter how you feel about it. Maybe you need to learn to regulate your emotions better. Maybe you need to learn to discipline yourself, because loving yourself doesn't always mean like being soft with yourself. It's doing whatever is going to make your life better. And sometimes it's tough, it's difficult, it requires discipline. So building yourself up no matter how you feel about it in the moment, this is your current lesson. I feel like we can stop here because it's a big lesson. It's not that easy. Yeah, you definitely do have a vision of what you want your life to look like, what you want to have in your life, And in order to get to this vision, you need to transform yourself. It's about building yourself up physically, emotionally, financially, whatever that is. You need to get to the next level, and it means that you need to rebuild yourself to be the next level. Like, act like the person you want to be, you want to become, right? Yeah, totally. Because one of the aspects that you have been lying yourself to, it's like either that other people are getting it easier, they somehow have the shortcut or the magic pill, or they just having it easier and you have to work harder than everybody else to get the same results, which wasn't true, because you have been lying to yourself about it. Or that you have already done more work and you deserve more rewards, something like that. But in order to take your income or your life to the next level, you need to take yourself to the next level first. This is your current lesson. And your emotions are kind of playing with you, and maybe you're lacking the instruments to regulate your emotions, or the practice of self-regulation. It's a very important thing and tool, but we kind of need to self-teach ourselves this tool. What else you need to know about your current lesson? Why emotions and emotional regulation is so important for pile number 2? It's because maybe you have been too impulsive, or maybe you have been acting based on your impulses, on your emotions. This is it. And your emotions have been not bringing you closer to your dreams. Your emotions have been making you running around with no solid direction. It's like you have been jumping around but not walking down your path, actually. And the higher powers are guiding you now to say, like, you gotta talk to yourself differently. You gotta go through your mind. Everything has to go through your mind. You need to plan, you need to have a vision, you need to have a direction, you need to have clear cut, honest conversation with yourself. You need to be realistic about what you are, what you have, what you are doing. Stop jumping around or being all over the place. If you want to reach your goals, you can totally, but you need to act differently, because you have the capacity, you have the resources, but you need to work with them in a different way, with those resources. So be realistic, build yourself up, teach yourself, discipline yourself in order to get to where you want to get, no matter how you feel about it in the moment. This is your message, pile number 2. Well, let me know what you think about this reading, this topic, this message, and I do hope to talk to you soon. And we're moving to pile number 3. Pile number 3. Pile number 3 is facing a dilemma currently. There are 2 parts of you. One is the feisty, passionate part, and the other one is loving part. And you may be, for example, choosing between 2 people, or choosing between starting a new relationship and not starting it, or between most likely it's you're choosing your priority right now, and based on it there are going to be other choices made, because your priority is to maybe feed your passion. I'm getting that it's more on the relationship part, like you're lacking sexual tension or sexual joy, sexual passion in your life, and you're going to be choosing to enter a relationship based on a spark, or just to enter a relationship to feed this need, the physical need, because whether you're a man or a woman, male or female, we all have the needs, right? So either you are following the needs, the passion, the this side of yourself, or you are searching for love further, because love does incorporate the passion, but passion does not incorporate love. Love is the bigger notion, the bigger idea, right? So currently you're maybe fighting yourself or facing a dilemma, like what's more important for me, the sexual passion, passionate relationship, physical needs, or love. And some of you are definitely fighting your high libido, let's call it that, because you may be like highly creative and highly sexual, and it's difficult for you to be on your own. So you are kind of trying to maybe work with yourself on that, finding other alternative ways to satisfy your needs, and giving yourself time to find somebody who is going to be the whole package. Or maybe you're fighting a temptation, right, that is outside of your relationship. If you are in a relationship, in a stable family, then you may be fighting a temptation on the side, or again choosing your priority at the moment. So if you recognize your situation, keep on watching. If you don't know what I'm talking about, simply note your message. Please choose another pile or another reading. So pile number 3, what is your current lesson in life? Choices. Making the right choices, and basically it feels like you know which choice is going to lead where, but sometimes you're choosing either again based on your instincts, or based on your impulses, or based on your passionate nature, and you're like, I knew that it's gonna happen, I went there anyways. So your current lesson is to make the right choices based on your priorities, and to see where you're gonna get the most, instead of where you're gonna get the fastest satisfaction. Yeah, think long term, think. That's why it's so important for you now to take your time and to clear with yourself what your priority is. If you're searching for love, then take your time making choices, building relationships, healing relationships, choosing people for relationships. See, take your time to see where you're getting the balance, the equal give and take, where getting the best result. Not hurry. You're either again choosing between two people, two relationships, two situations now, or soon will be doing that. Maybe not two, maybe more. Maybe you're in the process of selecting a partner, choosing a partner. Because your impulsive decisions may lead you towards the disappointment again. So if you want to, basically, pile number 3, somehow you're choosing your long-term future right now. So think thrice before choosing, and impulsive choices you may regret later. So your lesson is to choose based on your on your standards, on your ethical beliefs, on your basically on what you think is important. And I forgot the right word. Yeah. So take your time, choose right, make meaningful choices right now, because you will be like, it's the time for you to make maybe multiple choices, but based on these multiple choices, your future path is being created. So choose wisely, and not based on impulses, but based on your structure, on your beliefs, on your value system, basically. Because you will be tempted. You definitely will be tempted, and or being tempted right now. There are going to be quick results, satisfying very quickly, but short term. Or take your time and choose something valuable long term, where you're going to get more values, more values. So choose wisely. Pile number 3. You're already facing, or will be facing, multiple choices very quickly, very soon. So this is the message for pile number 3. Please let me know what you think about it, and I do hope to talk to you soon.